Hello, I'm Vincent Creel, Public Affairs Manager for the City of Biloxi, to deliver today's Be Prepared video. This update is being recorded on Monday, April 13th at 2 in the afternoon. The statewide numbers continue to climb. The Mississippi State Department of Health reports that 161 new cases of the coronavirus were reported in the last 24 hours statewide. This brings the total to 2,942 cases confirmed statewide. There have been 98 deaths statewide, including 2 from the past 24 hours. In Harrison County, the total number of identified cases stands at 112, which is an increase by 2 from yesterday. Overall, there have been 5 deaths attributed to the coronavirus here in Harrison County. Joining me now is Tom McDougall, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Merit Health in Biloxi. Tom, I have 2 simple questions.
Yes, sir.
What have you been seeing and what have you been doing?
Well, we have been very encouraged. The activity in our market has been ongoing for the last 5 to 6 weeks. Fortunately, we believe we're seeing a downward trend. Currently, we have many fewer patients in the hospital than we did previously, and I'm happy to report that we've had no deaths from COVID, and all of our patients are doing well with none of them on event.
This has changed everyone's day-to-day routine, but I would imagine it's been even more so at Merit. How has Merit changed the way it does medical care in the past couple of weeks?
We've dramatically changed. We've spent an enormous amount of time preparing, a lot of planning activities, a lot of contingency planning, and we have an amazing team.
Have you had any issues with any of your employees?
No issues.
Because we got hit pretty hard over in the fire department.
Well, remarkably, they have remained healthy, and I think that's because of their professionalism and their diligence and hand washing, as well as recognizing when they're not feeling well and social distancing.
As someone who runs the leading hospital here in our community, what advice do you have for people right now where we are?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is what you've done to this point, and that's not to overreact. Not to overreact to what you hear in the media, to take it seriously. But at the same time, we need to be wise. We're starting to see some encouragement now in the media about things returning to normal. But it's exceptionally important that you remain diligent, you're social distancing, only go into stores when you feel it's necessary, wash your hands and then wash your hands again. But be exceptionally careful. If you are feeling ill or not feeling well, isolate yourself. Try not to get each other ill. That's been one of the trends in Mississippi that we have seen, is when we see these illnesses pop up, they tend to spread within the same group of friends and family. So we need to make sure that we're cognizant that we need to protect those that we care about and love.
The thing we've been telling people is don't be the weak link in your family, because when you venture out of that house, you could be bringing something back into the home that could infect everyone. Absolutely,
and that's one of the most important things, is recognizing how you could be a carrier. The experts have always said that somewhere in the neighborhood of 25% of people who are infected with COVID have no symptoms. So how do we know when we're spreading it between each other? So the most important thing is just to be wise, even if you are feeling well and the other person is feeling well also.
Vigilant.
Absolutely.
Any closing thoughts?
I just want to really thank the community for your support. It's been amazing how you have looked out for our employees. I've lost count of the number of different food items that have come to the hospital, or different little gifts or things to appreciate and recognize our employees. The city was fantastic. Last week we had the fire department come over and raise the flag on the ladder truck. We have an amazing group of heroes at our hospital, and it's not just those that you would think of, because when we start thinking about heroes, we think about our physicians and our nurses and our respiratory therapists, but it really is the entire team. And I'm so proud of every one of our members of our team, from housekeeping to dietary to maintenance to even those that manage our supplies, because we have to function as a team, and every single one of them are healthcare heroes. And I'm just honored to be a part of that group.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
There's good news today from the Biloxi Fire Department. At one point, as many as 24 firefighters were out with either the virus or symptoms of the virus. The department reports that all of the firefighters except for one will be back on duty this week. The one firefighter still out has tested positive for the coronavirus, and he's going to be out for a couple more weeks. The department is now taking the temperature of all on-duty firefighters twice a day and is asking questions about their health. By the way, on any given day, there are about 50 firefighters on duty in Biloxi. And speaking of the fire department, please remember that the entire state of Mississippi is under a burn ban. No outdoor burning until further notice. The fire department has had to respond to nearly a dozen calls of people burning trash or yard clippings. That is not allowed. In fact, a good number of you are using this downtime to clean your yards. That's a good thing, but we need to remind you of a few things regarding trash pickup. We're not talking about garbage, we're not talking about recycling, we're talking about trash. All leaves and grass clippings must be bagged. If you hire a contractor to do work, the contractor must remove all waste, whether it's trimming from a tree or grass or construction debris. The contractor is responsible for moving that. No garbage, hazardous waste, medical waste, tires, or paints will be collected as part of trash pickup. Your yard waste and your rubbish will not be collected from vacant lots or abandoned homes. It must be in front of your home. Limbs must be cut to 8-foot pieces in order to be picked up. All piles must be within 3 to 5 feet of the roadway. They cannot come onto your private property. You know, it was 50 years ago tonight, about 9:06 Biloxi time tonight, when there was an explosion aboard Apollo 13. Fred Hayes and his crew members were 2 days into their mission and 4/5 of the way to the moon. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch Fred Hayes from Biloxi to the Moon. It's on at 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening on BTV. We leave you today with another one of those special moments. Back on March 10th, before all of this mess became front and center, we were down at the Biloxi Visitor Center. We were filming a commercial about the census. As we were setting up the cameras and the lights in the Tommy Monroe Gallery, we could hear piano playing throughout the building. Here's what we found on that day that seems so long ago now. God bless you and God bless Biloxi. We'll see you here again tomorrow.